Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. Let's keep this moving here. I'm really pleased with the way this prison is shaking out right now. We're gonna go to finances, or valuation I should say, 630, which means our prison's worth a little bit over 600,000. I'm not gonna sell it right when it gets to $1 million. I would just like to get close to $1 million by the time that the next alpha comes out, which I don't think is a super unrealistic goal. That being said, we don't have a whole lot of cash right now, so our expansion is going to be pretty limited. You know, we have about enough cash to make 20 more cells, but if you factor in a foundation, we probably got like 10 cells worth of cash. Why are you causing shit up here? Seriously? There's 4 prisoners in here, and you're all like targeted for death. All you have to do is just don't be an idiot. Just eat and do your freaking time. There's only 4 of you. Just don't start shit. I mean, you could poo if you want to, like you just did, but don't start shit. These people, you know? They are still people. We gotta treat them right. We got 8 more prisoners arriving in 8 hours. They're sleeping right now, so I don't really want to activate a CI. They just went to sleep anyway. Tough, quick instigator. I don't see any ex-law enforcement offhand, so... You know, our prisoners are relatively normal. Do we have any space in maximum security? We do not. Releasing surprisingly few prisoners. Honestly, I think we could do with, like, expanding our yard a little bit. I know we fairly recently did this, but we got kind of nothing better to do, so let's just... do this, and we'll also demolish these walls here, and we'll expand the grass. And once it's done, we'll have a slightly larger yard. Plus, it gives our workmen something to do. That actually saved us like $100. Unless I just took the fence off of there. I did. I'm an idiot. That's okay, though. They'll get the grass installed, they'll take care of this before they wake up, our yard will be slightly bigger. Prison Architect is a game, it's much like real life. You can solve any problem with land and money. That's what I've learned about Prison Architect thus far. At first it seems like a logistics problem, and it is, but if you got the money necessary to handle the logistical issues, then it's about land and money. Money can solve a lot of problems in this game. Having money is everything. Not having it also is almost everything. I know I'm like a sucker for wasting money on grass, but man, it's gorgeous. Just take down that last piece of fence there, please. Is it because I'm like hovering over it, they won't actually demolish it? I don't know. So this is certainly still looks like a yard. We got pretty lucky that they actually didn't get to leave before we finished. That turned out to be a little bit longer of a job than I expected there. So we'll click and drag again. So we'll start like this. I'm hoping that it'll change where the font actually is. Because, you know, it's a bit of a lame thing to care about, but I hate that it says yard down here. Can we just get like a clone tool going here? We'll clone like this area. Just put it down like here, here. How expensive? It's only $240. Okay, new prisoners have just arrived, so let's be quick here. This is gonna look terrible. That's alright. Alright, new prisoners. No stopping us. They should be on this next truck, I hope. There we go. Nothing special. Quick. That's a little scary, but nothing too serious. Alright, I like those guys. Relatively safe. Stoical, not a big deal. Question marks. Bobby Meatballs Balls. Bobby Balls is a dangerous serial killer. He got his name from killing violently his victims and turning them into chili meatballs. Police found 103 DNA evidence in the trunk of his car. Alright. A little horrifying, but just because you're a cannibal doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be a productive member of our normal security prison. In fact, maybe we'll set you to work in the kitchen. Anyway. Shall we do a shakedown? There's 1,000 places to search. How did we find so much so quickly? That is absurd. But in any case, I'm sure that we're going to need more solitary. There's going to be like 5... that number doesn't make sense in this context. It's probably going to be like 20 or 30 people that need to get into solitary that are not going to be able to do it as a result of the fact that we just don't have the space for them. But we'll try to search it here. Maybe this will allow us to remove the supply of tools. And, you know, if we get rid of the supply of stolen tools and weapons, then, hey, we probably have a substantially lowered risk of escape attempts. In the meantime, we also can sell some of our, you know, wood setup here if we want to. Gives us some extra cash. Each one of these wood blocks pays for, like, a whole cell. That's so ridiculous to me, but also so awesome. And we've searched about 300 places. That's only about a quarter of the prison thus far. Jeez Louise. It's going to take a long time here. It's alright, though. Rome wasn't built in a day, probably. Still having a hard time getting these prisoners off because all of our guards are involved in the shakedown process. That's going to raise their needs in a lot of different categories. So, you know, maybe a bit of a short-sighted call on my part to keep intake on while we do this, but it'll be fine, probably. Now, we don't need to rush into building the next wing of our prison if we don't want to. I'd kind of like to get it handled, but we have probably about 90 normal security prisoners that we can take in. If we get the cash, I might want to expand down here and just buy another kind of max security wing. Really, that protects our financial interests more than anything else. Okay, we're closing in on the halfway mark here. All of our guards are busy doing searches, which makes a ton of sense. Relatively speaking, this is going all right, though. Oh, we found a tunnel. That's a big one. Let's get... our workmen, I don't think, are too busy right now, so we'll just get them to remove those tunnels. Like so. I'm not sure why we're finding the tunnels on shakedowns. You're not supposed to be able to find them, except in the rare case that somebody is actually working on a tunnel when you walk in, which maybe that's what we found right here. Yeah, it looks like he has an escape attempt. You know what? We're going to go to policy. Escape attempt is no longer locked down for 2 hours. That's solitary for like 8. Should be longer, but 8 hours in the game is equivalent to like 8 months or something in... Well, no. It's equivalent to like 4 months, a third of a day in Prison Architect. I think throwing somebody in solitary for 4 months because they tried to escape is like a pretty serious, punishment. So I feel like this is kind of the right... It's maybe even a little bit too severe, but that's okay. We still only have like 5 solitary cells because I'm an idiot. Well, we have 6 solitary cells, but it only matters on shakedown days. Which isn't a great excuse, but we don't do shakedowns all that often. Just making sure all of our wood gets sold here because it makes us an absurd amount of money, and just leaving it sitting here, you know, to get rotted is not going to do us any favors. So we'll make sure we're selling that. And you know what? Maybe when we get to 50,000, instead of expanding, I'll just... Oh, we had a reform program session. Okay, that's why it costs money. I'll do that accountant thing that gives us extra tax savings. It is going to take like 20 days to pay for itself or something, but whatever. Is there seriously not just like a sell object button? Oh, there is. I'm an idiot. Should have done this way earlier. Oh, it's beautiful. Can we click and drag? More or less. So we'll just drag it up there. Oh, that's so much better. I guess I can just manually sell it instead of waiting for all this nonsense to happen. Oh, that's beautiful. I almost wish we had more down here. Only 100 places left to search. Any moment, that will be sorted. And we'll maybe be done with our grant here, although I'm not totally sure, to be honest with you. I still kind of don't understand how tool cleanup works. Following a number of incidents in other prisons involving stolen items, a group is performing studies in the distribution of tools and weapons throughout prisons. This part of the trial involves trying to remove all such items from your prison population. So yes, once our shakedown finishes, that should do it. The question is whether or not our shakedown will ever finish. Because after a while, the timer resets and things stop becoming searched. Especially when we have new prisoners coming. We have 31 prisoners awaiting solitary confinement. That's the dumbest thing. It's okay, though. I think this is going pretty well. Our guards are obviously, you know, very busy. Not all of our prisoners have even made it inside of the building yet. But we're getting close. We're only like 50 places left to search. There's 33 guards. That's like 2 places per guard. Previously, you had to do like 30. So you're almost there. At least until the new ingredients come in. And you have to search those as well. Come on, 60. 60 places left. 2 each. Any minute now. Lots of cigarettes in here. Don't like the wooden pickaxes either. That infuriates me a little bit. You're doing a real piss poor job of searching these remaining places, I'll tell you that much. But I'm not salty because we just made like 20 grand anyway. What did we repair? Oh, probably our tunnel situation in here. Like, what's the problem? Just get it done. No. Not maximum security. You guys are supposed to be the well-behaved ones. Sort of. One second. I need to, before I forget, because I will forget, remove this tunnel. Also cancel that job, I guess. Okay. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Alright, we just knocked him unconscious. That's a start. That doesn't count as an incident. Really, it's all down to paperwork. 59 places left to search. Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the job that you've done for us. But can you just search these last remaining guys? Like, there's people not doing anything right now. What seems to be the problem, officer? Like, this dude, he's probably got to go to solitary. Maybe that's what's gumming it up, is that there's 31 people awaiting solitary confinement, so they can't be, like, fully searched until a little later. I honestly don't know. We'll see. Extra exports? What the heck, this guy? Yeah, this guy's really got to take a poop. Maybe you could get him out of here? Do you hear those screams? I don't like hearing screams in my game. It perturbs me a little bit. I want them to be happy. If they're happy, I'm happy. Do we have more than... no, we still only have 16. Maximum security, that's fine. Trees are expensive, man. So what do we have now? 25, 29, so like 54 remaining places to search. We're gonna have prisoners arriving in like 2 hours. I would really like for our guards to finish this job quickly, but I think it's gonna have to wait till everybody gets through solitary. So we might end up in a permanent shakedown, basically. Which, let's put it this way, at the very least they have a huge head start coming into tomorrow. Or today, I guess. There's only about 51 places left to search. Maybe they don't even have to search all the new stuff that comes in. I have no idea how the math works out here, by the way, with like the number of people in solitary and whatnot, but it's okay. I believe our guards can handle it, eventually. It may take a long time. I don't think we have all the tools, man. I do not think we have all the tools. Prisoners arriving in 15 minutes. Very slow day, I think, because the shakedown's still going. Alright, you are in plain clothes. That always scares me a little bit, even though I don't think there's any necessity that you're like more likely to be dangerous. Casper Grube. Casper Grube was a developer that built software for a defense contractor and accidentally pushed the wrong buttons, leading to a missile getting launched, killing several persons. That's an unfortunate, like, manslaughter causing death incident. Fearless Instigator. Andrew the Boy Thomas, a young man hailing from the projects of Uptown, New York. He was a boy... Sorry, the boy knows his way around any neighborhood and a gun. He was introduced to crime at the age of 13, and ever since he's learned to live behind steel bars and enjoy it. I would love to put you in maximum security. Is there anybody in maximum security that we can swap out? Stoical, extremely deadly. You're not a good target for that. What about you? Extremely deadly? You're just a dude. Serious injury, tools, escape attempts. You know what? There could be worse behavior there. So you're going to get swapped out, and our Fearless Instigator, which is you're going to get put in maximum security. Oh, that's minimum security. It's becoming pretty clear pretty quickly that we're going to need more maximum security space. This yard needs to be designated medium security only. Yeah, it's becoming clear quickly that we are going to need more maximum security space because we're getting prisoners who are kind of assholes. Once they get sorted out, though, it should be okay. Once these guys get out of prison or get out of solitary, hopefully the shakedown can complete. Like, we're getting some more momentum here. It's not surprising that if a prison of this size, you know, it'll take a couple of days to actually get it figured out. We've only got 38 more to go. And slowly ticking down. Our guards are obviously busy. It's going to take them some time to actually get this figured out. But that's okay. Because we're making money, and we've had some days without incident. 3.6. Once we get up to 10, that's worth 10,000, I think. Prison is worth less money now. It's only worth 580,000. How does that even freaking work out? Doesn't make any damn sense. This prison is way better than it was recently. 21 places left to go. I can spot several of them on the map. 22 now. It's going to start ticking down because, again, things don't stay searched forever. Oh, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. 18 more places to go. Couple of prisoners, many of which are awaiting solitary. Many of whom, I should say, are awaiting solitary. There's still this dude up here. Yeah, he's waiting for solitary. That explains it. We need to build more solitary space. That's just, it's becoming abundantly clear. I'm not sure where we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. Yard's looking kind of beautiful. Oh, 15 more places. Just finish it off, please. Spend a bunch of money on sheet metal, which typically means that we have a bunch of license plates about to be produced. Where are you going, my... excuse me. Hargreaves. Hancock, whatever. You're not allowed out there. At the very least, it should be medium security only. I thought about making it... yeah, I thought about making it no prisoners, but I think we need prisoners to carry that stuff out to exports. Still got 14 more things to search. Please finish it in time. There's just like some prisoners just hanging out. He's been sitting here for like 2 days. He's going to start to get real ornery about things, and he's going to start a riot, and that's going to negate the $20,000 I'd hoped to earn here, if this is even how you do it. Either way, we've kind of removed a scourge from our prison a little bit, but... Like, I don't think we need more guards. I think they just need to be arranged a little bit more efficiently. Are you going to search? Yeah! Finally! 13 more to go. 11 more to go. I think we might be able to finish this by tomorrow. 10. Let's count it down. It should only take like another 15 hours. 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. Trying to see where the other ones are, because we could just send guards to do it. Like this, for example. No, you don't understand. Come here. Sir, you walked right by him. You didn't search him? 6? 7? Come on, you're almost past the threshold. I believe in you. 7 again. Whatever. I'm pretty close to just calling it quits on our shakedown here. Searched all of the prison except for like 7 freaking spots. Can't seem to finish the job. It's gotta be so close, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll tell you what, I'll give it until sleep time tonight. In the meantime, am I really gonna go through with it and do tax relief right now? I mean, I could. I don't... Excuse me? What did you die of? Probably a drug overdose. All because I had too many guards working the freaking shakedown. Gosh darn it. And nobody's even gonna go take care of him because they got bigger fish to fry. Alright, well. Congratulations. You effed me. It's alright, though. Grading. 27. Alright, we're doing a little bit better on that. Security's getting good. Reform's still bad. Deaths in custody, 8. Could be better. I think our guard situation is relatively properly set up. I really don't want to do tax relief. How much tax are we paying every day? Finance. Corporation tax is 15%. We're paying 1,000. So we would save... We save like 300 per 1,000. So we would save about $450. So it would take 100 days to pay for itself at our current size. Obviously, the earlier you do it, the more beneficial it is for you. But is now the right time? I don't necessarily think so. Valuation's pretty bad because of the, you know, the whole death situation. Why our prison is only worth 530,000 when previously it was like 610 is beyond me. It'll even only be worth 580 after our death penalty gets funny joke. After our death penalty gets reversed, which I don't totally understand. But whatever. Let's do some stuff here because I am gonna probably work on expansion over the next episode or so. Just because we can afford to and we have money, even though our capacity is not going to be filled for a while, you know, why not at least get it sorted out? So we'll build, oh, that's not where I want to build. We'll build up, like, a little bit here. That more or less lines up, which I'm happy about. Same thing for pipes. We'll build, I don't love the idea of taking our large pipes this high because it's dangerous. But that's our electrical cables. That's as far up as they go. And we can just get some small pipes kind of sorted out here. I know this seems very silly right now, but I think it'll pay for itself in the long term. So we'll run like small pipes up like this. And like this, just so we get the pipes installed before the doors. Because I am going to be looking to build another extension up here. Another expansion, if you will. There's enough large pipes that the feeding, like, between these should work totally fine. For all the weirdness with Prison Architect's piping, I actually think the fact that it's got kind of like a keep it simple stupid thing going on is for the best. Why do I have a pipe running along here? Is this like a completely unnecessary pipe? I think it totally is. Alright, so we'll get our workmen, you know, on that. That's going to take forever. Because they're going to have to walk completely around the outside, I think. Maybe we can install like a staff door or something that they can use. But you know, we're not in a rush right now. I think they'll just figure it out. In any case, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We didn't get our grant that we wanted. That's okay, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.